All right. Welcome. Buenas tardes. Bienvenidos. I'm gonna wait to see if we get any people here to go ahead and start. And if not, I'll go ahead and start anyway. Give it a minute here. All right. I don't know if the notice went out. Okay, 4 people watching. Hello, everyone. Hello. So don't everybody tell me where you're watching from. Oh, sí, yo fui a la barbería, man. Yes, I did. Sí, yo tuve que cortar el pelo. Más fácil para mí, para mantener mi pelo, si mi pelo está corto. Así. Bueno. Ya tenemos 4 personas aquí y vamos a empezar en un rato. Ra. Dime qué más, parce. ¿Qué onda? Oh, así se dice en Cuba. ¿Cómo se dice en Cuba? Que volá. Saludos de Milwaukee. Hey, ¿qué más? ¿Qué más, hermano? ¿Cómo están las cosas allá? ¿Todo bien? So as we see today, we're going to have a subject about how to answer questions. How to study. Not too many people are going to be watching today, but I guess they can catch it on the rebroadcast. All right. Let's see here. Last week, apologize. Last week, no class because of the U.S. holiday, 4th of July. So there was no class last week. Okay, dale, listo, está bien. Okay. Vamos. Ok, vamos a empezar. Vamos a empezar con un ejercicio. Quiero que tú conjugues los verbos en el presente simple, ¿ok? Presente simple. Ok, vamos a empezar con algo fácil. Everybody does it. So vamos a empezar con el verbo comer. ¿Qué significa comer? Comer. I want you to conjugate it and dame un ejemplo utilizando el verbo comer. Comer. ¿Qué significa comer? We got 6 people. ¿Qué significa comer? Y tienes que conjugar el verbo comer también. Rápidamente. Rápidamente. Comer. Okay, so you got to beat me to the conjugation because I'm going to give you a moment and then I'm going to conjugate it. So, yo como. Tú comes. Él, ella, usted come. Nosotros comemos. I'm not going to do vosotros. Not too many people, except the people in Spain, you do vosotros form, so I'm not going to teach that. Just change the ending. Use vosotros and change the ending instead. Ellos, ellas, ustedes comen. Yo como mi almuerzo a la 1. Yo como mi almuerzo a la 1. Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Go ahead, conjugate the verb comer. Comer. Okay. Comer. Conjugate the verb. I see nothing. Let's see what's that question say. Was right. The fourth, all right. It was all right. It was okay. I just basically relaxed. I'm still in Colombia, in Cucuta. In case you didn't know, if you've been following me, I'm trapped, encerrado en Cucuta, Colombia. All right. Dime, mi gente. Dime. Comer. Okay, so let's do it another verb. Conducir. ¿Qué significa conducir? Conducir. ¿Qué significa conducir? Conducir significa oh, wait a minute, what was that? Okay, we're back. Okay. Conducir. ¿Qué significa conducir? Let me see one second here. Epa, dime a ver. Ok, conducir. ¿Qué significa conducir? Conducir significa to drive. So we have conduzco. Conduces. Conduce. Conducimos. Conduce. Ella conduce al trabajo todas las mañanas. Ella conduce al trabajo todas las mañanas. Ok, y el reto o la meta es, tú quieres conjugar los verbos así en el presente simple en menos de 10 segundos o menos de 5 segundos y después tiene que utilizar un ejemplo para practicar e impulsar tu esfuerzo de aprender. ¿Ok? Déjame ver. Tiene que conjugar. ¿Qué significa conjugar? Conjugar significa to conjugate. Don't believe those people that say, oh, you don't got to worry about verb conjugation, because if you don't worry about verb conjugation, what's going to happen is you're not going to understand who did what. So it's important that you know verb conjugation to say when, who did it, when they did it. Because if you say you did it in the past, for example, yo como mi almuerzo a la una. I eat my lunch at 1. Or I can say ayer yo comí mi almuerzo a la una. See? Yo como, yo comí. Today, como, ayer, comí. Y mañana, comeré. But don't worry about future or past right now. We'll get to that later. All right. So I always tell my students that I give them a few verbs that they need to essentially learn because I give them commands in Spanish. I'm not going to give you commands in English. Let me explain something to you. The classes I teach here in Colombia are English classes, and everything, well, fortunately for me, I can speak Spanish, so I give them a break. But most teachers, they don't teach English to Spanish speakers in Spanish. They teach them in English. Imagine that. You walk into a class, you're a beginner, it's a foreign language, and they don't speak your language. They speak the language that you want to learn in all the time. How tough you think that would be? It's not impossible. It's pretty difficult. But at the same time, you see what I mean. So I'm not going to make it too easy on my students because uncomfortability allows you to step outside of your comfort zone and be endeavorous in your learning. Okay? All right. Okay, so let's see. Now, I want to bring up something real quick. 2 words. La gente y la ropa. La gente y la ropa. Okay, so la gente y la ropa. Why these 2 words? Because what do these 2 words mean? Tell me what these 2 words mean. Make sure you know it right. And I want you to focus on el artículo que lleva la palabra. La gente. La ropa. These 2 words share one thing in common. What is that one thing la gente y la ropa share in common besides the article? What do la gente y la ropa have in common besides the article la? Someone please tell me. Anybody know? What do la gente y la ropa have in common besides the article la? And I hope you can hear me better. I'm at a different location with better Wi-Fi connection. So hopefully this sound will be a lot better than the previous videos. Upgraded to Wi-Fi speed, yes, yes. So, anybody, everybody, somebody, anybody know? What do la gente y la ropa have in common besides the article? Since 10 people watching here, somebody got to give me an answer or take an educated guess. Take a guess. If you don't know, you know by now, I'm going to tell you. Because that's what I do. Great, great, great. The sound is good. So, come on, somebody tell me. What do la gente y la ropa have in common besides the article la? They mean 2 different things, so I'm clueless on this one. It's okay, it's okay. Somebody take a wild guess pretty soon. If not, I'm going to tell you. We had 10, now we're down to 7. I guess they said my class is too difficult. Okay, so la gente y la ropa have in common. These 2 words in Spanish are never plural. These 2 words never plural. You never say say las gentes ni las ropas. Okay? Okay. So that's the two things they have in common. I know in English, we say the people and we think of it as plural. And I know in Spanish, we say the clothes, so we think of them as plural. But in Spanish, we always think of them and use them singular, even though it's a group of things. La gente, more than one, but it's one single group. So let me show you what I mean. How do you say the people are happy? How do you say the people are happy? Not the persons, but the people are happy. Somebody take a guess. Keep in mind, la gente is never plural. And always remember, we conjugate the verb according to the subjects. The people are happy. So the people are happy. 4 words. So you should have at least 4 words in your sentence. Okay. Almost. Good job. La gente está feliz. There you have it. La gente está feliz. Remember, there are 2 ways to say to be in Spanish. We have ser and estar. Ser is permanent. Ser. To be permanent. Estar. To be temporary. So now, because we have the people are happy, la gente está feliz, they could be happy one moment, they could be sad one moment. That's why we use estar in vez de ser. That's important to know. Yes. Okay. So we know we do not use either la gente or la ropa en plural. Nunca. All right, so now let's look at how to answer some questions. How to answer questions. ¿Cómo formamos las respuestas? So it's 2 key things we want to know. First, we want to know what it's asking. So therefore, we have to know our palabras de interrogaciones, our question words. So, ¿cómo, how, qué, what, dónde, where, cuándo, when, cuánto, how much, quién, who, por qué, why. Okay. So, what else do we have? Oh, cuál, which. Okay, so let's take a look at a question. ¿Qué tú quieres? That's a simple one. ¿Qué tú quieres? ¿Qué quieres tú? ¿Qué quieres tú? ¿Qué quieres tú? So, ¿qué quieres tú? Simple. We have 3 words. What you want. Okay, so, ¿qué? What? ¿Quieres? You want? Tú, you. Of course, we conjugate the verb according to the subject. So, we know our verb in that question is que. Oh, sorry. Our verb in the question is quieres. Want. Somebody wants. So now, what's the subject going to be? Que tú quieres. So the answer in our subject is going to be yo quiero. Yo. So we know we have the first part of our sentence. Yo. Now, what's the verb coming after the pronoun? Querer. But but we have to make sure we conjugate the verb according to the subject, which is yo. So in this case, we conjugate querer according to yo, and we have quiero. Yo quiero. And I'll put this old school classic joke in here. Oh, yo quiero Taco Bell. Everybody always says that when they say, oh, I speak a little bit of Spanish. Yo quiero Taco Bell. And I say, tú quieres lo que sea, pero no hables, no me hables. Vete, vete, aléjate de mí. Okay, so yo quiero un vaso de agua. Yo quiero un vaso de agua. So what happened here? We focused on the subject of the question. We learned this. We listened for the subject, one thing. We listened for the verb, second thing. And then we conjugate the verb according to the subject in the answer. So it's almost like we flipped it. But that's what we focus on. A lot of people, they try to answer questions and they don't know how to construct the sentence. But first, when you construct the answer to your question, you listen for the subject. Then you put the subject first in your answer. Then you listen for the verb, and you put the verb according to the subject in your answer. Then you add a complement. You add a complement. So subject, verb, complement in your answer, okay? So in a question, interrogation word, verb, subject, okay? So think about that for a minute, because a lot of people, what I'm finding out is they don't know how to formulate sentences or answers to questions. One time I heard somebody say, yeah, I'm going to learn a bunch of vocabulary words before I just actually start speaking Spanish. See, the problem with that is you can learn a bunch of vocabulary words, but if you don't know how to put them together and understand how to make a structure, you can't conversate. You can do 20 years of learning vocabulary words, but until you learn how to put a sentence together, you're not going to conversate. So you just spent 20 years of your life learning a bunch of vocabulary words. What good is it? None. You could have just had a dictionary or a translator. Okay, so let's see. Let's ask another question, and then I want you to answer. Remember, focus on the subject first, the verb, conjugation, and the complement. ¿Dónde está usted? ¿Dónde está usted? ¿Dónde está usted? ¿Dónde está usted? Somebody answer that. ¿Dónde está usted? ¿Dónde está usted? A mí me gusta la parranda. A mí me gustan las mujeres. Escúchame una buena banda. Y dale gusto a mis placeres. Dime. Okay. Somebody answer the question for me. ¿Dónde está? Sí, en español. En español. So, ¿dónde está usted? So you know the subject is going to be yo. So that's going to be the first word in your answer, yo. And then you have your verb. Conjugate the verb according to the subject. Okay, now answer the question in Spanish. And one more. ¿Dónde está el niño? ¿Dónde está el niño? Now, you don't have to be exactly ever accurate. Just answer the question and tell me, because I have no idea where el niño está, ni tú estás, o usted está. ¿Dónde están las llaves? Bien, bien, estoy en la casa Bien hecho, bien hecho. Bien hecho. Estoy en la casa. Bien hecho. Okay, so someone still wants to use when it comes to location. We use the verb estar. Okay. Location of events. We use the verb ser. Okay. So, what is an event? La boda, el matrimonio, la fiesta. So, look at this. An event is la fiesta. ¿Dónde? ¿Dónde es la fiesta? Mire, ¿dónde es la fiesta? As opposed to ¿dónde está el niño? El niño is a physical thing, a person. ¿Dónde está la fiesta? The fiesta is an abstract thing. It's a party. You can't actually party, but you can touch a niño, or you can touch the walls of a bathroom. ¿Dónde está el baño? Okay. So, ¿dónde están las llaves? ¿Qué significa dónde están las llaves? Las llaves significa okay, one more question for you to practice. ¿Dónde trabaja ella? ¿Dónde trabaja ella? I don't know where she works, but make something up. See what you got. This is basic. Make sure you understand the concept of answering questions and creating your form and creating your sentence structure correctly. I'm finding a lot of people that are studying Spanish, they've been studying for years, but they can't formulate a full, complete sentence. So also remember, when you are answering questions, do not answer questions with a one-word answer because that gives you no value in your learning experience. Because if you, let's see, I have students who's teaching English and they've been going 3 or 4 months, teachers let them answer questions 3 or 4 months with one-word answers, and they say, yeah, they understand. Then when they sit down in front of me or in front of another teacher and have to speak English in a test, they can't answer and they fail and they have that long face. I don't want to have to see that long face. I don't, but your object is to learn to speak the language, so I can't lie and tell you, yeah, you speak it when you don't understand what's going on. I can clearly see when people don't understand what's going on, the questions being asked. So you can't fake if you know something or not. It's like the light switch is either on or off. Simple as that. There is no in between. Either you know it or you don't. All right. So let's see here. We have a few people answering questions here. What's up with that? This is class participation. Hay que participar. Come on, vamos. The way you're going to get better is to participate. Hay que participar. So, any questions? Any questions at the moment? Any questions for me? Yes, every Saturday, 4:30 Central Standard Time, 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. I'm in Central Time. Free Spanish class. Can't beat free, can you? You can donate. I'd like that. Thank you very much. But if you don't, it don't matter. I'm still going to give you the free class. So email me if you have any questions. And then I can answer your questions at the beginning of next class. You can also find me on, what's it, Cash App. If you want to donate, or PayPal. El Andalus Learning. El Andalus Learning. The channel is Let's Learn Spanish TV. Yes, it is. But El Andalus Learning is the donation thing and the email address. All right. Any questions? Looks like I'm the only one who's texting messages here. Come on, everybody. Give me some questions. Ella trabaja en una tienda. Bien hecho, bien hecho. Bien hecho. Good. Donde ella trabaja. Ella trabaja en una tienda. Bien hecho, bien hecho. Well done, well done. So this technique is to identify the verb, identify the subject, put the subject first in your answer, then conjugate the verb according to the subject, then add the complement. Right, so you got to make sure you understand what's being asked, okay? This is a good basic way to start knowing how to formulate complete sentences. Because we're not computers, we don't speak in binary. It's not binary, we speak in long, full, complete sentences. Estoy no seguro. Yo pienso en la tienda. Okay, so another thing, let me point it out. When you want to negate something, how do you negate that? Negate that. What's that mean, negate that? When you want to give the negative. When you give the negative in Spanish, comma, the no comes before the verb. Okay? So you don't say, do not say. I mean, you can, people understand you, but just don't tell them you learned that from me. Just don't tell them you learned that from me, though. Don't say, estoy no seguro. Yes, say, no estoy seguro. So remember, when you negate something, the no comes before the verb in your sentence. So let's do this. Since we're on that subject, I'm going to say a few positives, and you say the negative, okay? Yo quiero comer. Okay, so how would you say, I don't want to eat? Ella cocina la cena. How would you say she doesn't cook the dinner? And this is a good one. This is a good one. Yeah, I'll get to that one. Okay, so, and el niño juega en el parque. How do you say? The boy doesn't play in the park. So I'm going to want you to go ahead and negate those three for me. Here's a question here. How do people know if someone is asking a question versus just stating something? It's easy to spot in writing, but hearing, it is another story. And yes, that is correct. So Let me ask you a question. ¿Dónde quiero comer? Okay, let me give you a better version. Let me give you a better one. Good. No quiero comer. Bien hecho, bien hecho. Okay, so let me give you a better example with this question here. Okay. I'm gonna put them right by inside each other, and I'm going to sound it out for you. Okay. Now, here's what it is. Sometimes you'll hear this. But I rarely hear the pronoun in there. I rarely hear the pronoun in there. As a matter of fact. Like this. Quiere comer. No quiero comer. Ella no cocina la cena. El niño no juega en el parque. Bien hecho, bien hecho, bien hecho. You just put the no in front of the verb. Okay. So now, to answer your question, how do people know if someone is asking a question versus just stating something? It's easy to spot in writing, but hearing is another story. That is correct. So here, I want to help you with that. This is it. Let me show you. I took out ella from this sentence because you know most times they don't use the pronouns. So let's hear it. Let's listen. ¿Quiere comer la cena? 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 Can you hear the different inflection? ¿Quiere comer la cena? ¿Quiere comer la cena? Okay? So it's a matter of voice inflection. A matter of voice inflection. ¿A qué hora tú quieres comer? ¿A qué hora tú quieres comer? Ustedes quieren comer. You want to eat. That's more not a question, but this is the question. ¿Ustedes quieren comer? Or ¿quieren ustedes comer? You hear? It's a matter of voice inflection. Good job. Ella no cocina la cena. So it's a matter of voice inflection. All right. So we went over how to answer questions, went over negating a statement. We also went over how do you know you have to listen for the voice inflection if it's a question or a statement. Now, another thing, how to study. Well, we've been through one way of studying, practice with answering questions. That's a technique you can use for studying. And also, what people have to determine, or if you really want to learn language, you have to make it part of your lifestyle. It's not nothing you can do it as a hobby, unless you're just multiple learning languages and your hobby is learning language. But when you want to learn a language, you have to make it a lifestyle. You have to incorporate everything. You have to go with Post-its or stickies and label everything in your home in the target language you want to, so you can master the vocabulary and you can imagine the object and how to say that in your target language. That's one way. But these are all different ways you have to combine, not just one specific way. Also, when you're learning a new verb, you have to practice the verb conjugation exercise. Make a sentence out of that verb that applies to your life. You have to, let's see, for example, if the verb that you're learning is new as far as, let's see, agarrar, you have to conjugate it and then make a sentence. Yo agarro la puerta. Hold on to the door. I grab the door. Okay? So like that. So then as you're doing that action in your life, you keep saying that to yourself. It's okay if you talk to yourself. The only problem comes in if you try to answer yourself. Okay, so remember, another good way is to write down repetitiously new vocabulary words and repeat, repeat, repeat. Just like when you were in school, if you were bad, like me, I got in trouble. Hey, hey, hey. I wasn't born with wings on my back. So they made me write things over 100 times. Now, as far as learning a new language, if you write a new verb within a sentence, you may not have to write it 100 times, maybe 50 times, but you keep saying it over and over. Repetition, repetition, repetition. Also, another thing is, what you want to do is you want to grab yourself maybe a 20-minute video on YouTube. And the reason I say grab that 20-minute video on YouTube, because it's going to be the same thing over. As you were a child, you learned your first language because your parents and people around you repeated the same thing over and over and over and over again to you until you got it. Yes. Did you have the opportunity to say, I ain't going to speak it because I might not speak it right? No, you didn't. Just like when you were a child, as you started to walk, when you fell down, did you stay down and say, I don't want to fall down again. I'm just going to stay here? No, you didn't. You got your butt back up until you got it, and you hopped up on your good foot until you got it. And look at you today. You're walking, you're talking. So this is how you got to approach your studying techniques. Don't give up. Don't give up. I tell people that all the time. Anyone trying to tell you they learned the language in 6 months, that's a lie. They can learn a few phrases in 6 months, but they can't learn the language in 6 months. You got anybody telling you that all I did was use, what's that phone app? Oh, Duolingo. Yeah, I just use Duolingo and I speak Spanish in 6 months. Really? Send them my way. We'll get them live on the YouTube, and I'll show you that that theory is wrong. Send them my way, and I'll prove to you that theory is wrong. It's a combination of things. See, the problem with Duolingo is it allows you to just treat learning language like a game, match the cards, get points. Learning language is not a game. You want to be fun, you want to be committed, but learning language is not a game that you just match the cards, get points, and repeat a few words back. You have to know how to think the language. You have to think it out. I teach my students, in a case that you're not there or I'm not there, how do you think it out and understand how something works? That's the key. Think it out, understand how something works. All right. Okay. So as this 20-minute video of YouTube that you watch, what you want to do is you want to be able to understand what they are saying. Put it on the subtitles on. So learn the vocabulary, watch it through, learn the vocabulary, master the vocabulary, but don't just master it word by word, master the phrase by phrase. So you can say, oh, that's how you say it. Master it till you memorize. Then you watch the video again and you say it with the video, but you keep watching the same video over and over and over and over again until you master it. You have to do it. There's no getting around that. I did it. A lot of people do it. You don't, when you learn your first language, you do it. You don't think of it like that because no one's telling you this is another language. You're just learning as a child. You didn't think of it. But that's the same technique you have when you're learning a language as a child. Okay? So I don't want you to watch 17 different videos because you'll overwhelm yourself, and then there'll be 17 different subject matters, or even maybe 17 times 10 different subject matters within those videos, 170 different subject matters, and that'll seem overwhelming, very heavy for a beginning learner. Okay? So you don't want to do that. That's nothing you want to do. You want to take one video at a time, master it, and then move on, understand that situation and how people communicate back and forth in a particular situation. Isolate your situation by situation by situation, until eventually it comes around 360 and you're speaking the language on all platforms. Then it becomes a matter of just learning new vocabulary words. That's it. Okay, so let's see. How to study, how to answer questions, And we went over the negative as far as negating something. All right, so let's see. Anything else here? Let me look through the comments, see if there are any questions for me. No, no questions for me. Come on, people. What are my questions? Help me out here. Not help me out, but make it good, make it good, make it interesting, make me work hard at least. I'll make it this easy. Any questions? Come on, give me some questions. If you're interested in one-on-one classes, hit me up with the email address, lamdalouslearning. I will put it in here again. If you're interested in one-on-one classes. All right, all right. Just coming up on the 15-minute mark here. I'm going to be doing my class for 15 minutes at a time, and then I'll be shutting down. You'll catch me in next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. That's old school Batman there. No questions? No questions. All right. One thing. People always say, what type of Spanish should I learn so I can communicate with everybody? What type of Spanish? Well, that's a good question because there's only one type of Spanish I know. It's called Castellano. Now, what accent should you pick up? Because that's what people I think are referring to when they say what type of Spanish, what accent, whichever accent you like. Because believe you me, if you're a fluent Spanish speaker and you spoke to people from Dominican Republic all the time and you want to speak with someone from Mexico, they're going to understand each other. The governments and the cultures of people throughout the Spanish speaking countries, they understand each other. They don't say, oh, I need a translator because I speak Colombian Spanish and you speak Costa Rican Spanish. It doesn't work like that. It's just like in the United States and Canada. The different parts of the countries have different accents and we understand each other. You may have some difficulty with people from Great Britain, Gran Britannica. You may have some difficulty with people from Australia, but eventually you understand each other because it's the accent is different. It's a few colloquial words, la jerga, the jargon, the slang words that are different. But that comes in time as you start to culturally enhance yourself and mix with people more. Then that comes in time. Let's see. Is sentence structure the reason why translators don't? That's a good question. All right. What's your email? Okay, so let me answer that real quick. learning@gmail.com. Let's ask that question. And let's see. Oh. What kind of video would it be, like children's level video? Yes, it would be children's level video because you're just beginning. Unless you're advanced, then go up to another video. See how you challenge it. See how hard or easy it is for you to catch what they're saying. You may not know the words, but catch them, write them down, and study vocabulary. If you're an absolute beginner, then definitely children's video, yes. But no more than a 20-minute video. Yes, yes. All right, okay. What else? Is sentence structure the reason why translators don't work? It seems like some words don't transfer over. Yes, that is correct, because translators use a computer algorithm. As you know, we speak with modismos, idioms. We speak with slang. And depending on from what country you come from, depending on what part of the country you're in, then slang words don't translate into algorithmic computer programs because computers don't think, they only spew out what their calculations tell them to do. Yes, that's why translators don't work. The best translator I know, or the closest that you can have, would be SpanishDick.com. I do not get any residuals or any type of props, but that's the one I use with my students. And that seems to be the most accurate. It also gives you pronunciation help if need be. Google Translator, I tell all my students, don't use that. Don't use that, because they will have you thrown off. And even a few words thrown off makes the whole thought process come out incorrectly. Because in Spanish, we have things. Let me give you an example. Okay, so yo espero el autobús. Which is simple enough, right? Yo espero el autobús. Now, yo espero mi esposa. So now, this is not the example that's going to go into the Spanish translator and be like, that's what you mean. But I'm just giving you an example of small words, how they can throw things off. All right, so yo espero el autobús. I wait for the bus. Remember, esperar, to wait for. It's not yo espero para el autobús. Esperar means to wait for. So to wait for, the three words that you need in esperar in English are already in the definition. So you don't say yo espero para el autobús, because that would be saying I wait for the bus. You just say yo espero el autobús. I wait for the bus. So that's little things like that. For example, yo espero a mi esposa. Usually people say to, so I wait to my wife. No, the personal goes in there when the object of the verb is a word representing a person or a person's name. So it doesn't translate to yo espero a mi esposa. I wait to my wife. It just translates to I wait for my wife. Yo espero a mi esposa. I wait for my wife. The you do not translate. It's just understood grammatically. That's how you speak it and say it. Now, if you don't say it like that, people more likely will understand you. They're not going to get totally confused. They'll get the gist of it. Just don't tell them you learned that from me. Okay, so there are some few phrases and words. Let's see if anybody knows what this one is. Me estás mamando gallo. So let's see if you know what that is. Tell me if anybody knows what that is. And put it in a translator and tell what the translator says. Somebody put that in their translator. Me estás mamando gallo. Me estás mamando gallo. YouTube rejected your comment. This usually means they think it's spam. What in the YouTube devil technology is this? Tú me estás mamando el gallo. What are they trying to do here? Let me see something. Are they blocking everything now? Did they block my broadcast? Yeah. Testing. This is a test. What? Okay, so if you can put this in a translator. Me estás mamando el gallo? They're saying YouTube thinks it's spam. I tell you, boy, this YouTube is getting Very, very strict. Let me see. Okay, so I'm gonna send it one word at a time, see if I can get that through. Me estás mamando el gallo. Wow, YouTube. Wow, really? So anyway, put that sentence in the translator and see what it comes with. Me estás mamando el gallo. Me estás mamando el gallo? Me estás mamando el gallo. Put that in the translator and see what it comes up with. So put that in your translator and see what that comes up with. See what it says, okay? And then I'll tell you what it means. Okay. Next question here. Do they look down if you speak Spanish from a certain region, like Puerto Ricans use vulgar Spanish, like often like it's normal? Yeah, that's kind of, they call them grosera. Yeah, rude. So yeah, don't try not to use groseras or vulgar words. Yeah, try to stay away from that. I mean, you imagine you go to somebody and somebody's meeting somebody for the first time. They just say, "Hey, mother, hey, what the, you're gonna be like, yo, I don't know you like that. You ain't that comfortable with me to talk to me like that." So yeah, you want to be eloquent in your speech. Yes, unfortunately, a lot of people who, what you will come to find out is that a lot of people who do speak Spanish and come to the United States, their Spanish learning or Spanish speaking skills at some point in life, if they came as a child or younger adults, they may not have had their level of Spanish speaking education that well, and they'll get to speak in slang. And yeah, try to stick away from using vulgar language. It's like here in Colombia, people say it all the time. Dominican Republic, que lo que. Colombia, they don't speak like that. They're like, what? What does that mean? What does that even mean? Yeah, but in Dominican Republic, you know what it means. It's common practice. But here in Colombia, they're like, what? I don't know what that means. One time I said it to somebody, and she said, "Es que es lo que es." And I said, "Yes, I understand that, but slang is que lo que," and I had to break it down for her. She said, "Oh, okay." She said, "Oh, okay, I get it." But yeah. All right, let's see. Seems like the more intelligent descriptive you get in English, the more inaccurate the translator becomes. Yes, that is correct. That is correct. Wow, YouTube. So that's probably what they thought it was. They thought I was speaking bad language, which it doesn't translate to bad language. But anyway, did anybody put that in the translator? Me estás mamando a gallo. Did anybody put that in Google Translate? Because I'm sure Google Translate is not going to give you the right translation. Google Translate is going to totally blow it. Yeah, I don't mess with Google Translate. I tell my students don't mess with it either because it's one of the worst translators out there. But You know, people come to Colombia and Dominican Republic all the time, pull out Google Translate on their phone and do like this, and wondering why people are not understanding them. It's one of the worst translators out there. I've experienced it. I've seen it. I had a friend of mine. He was here with me in Colombia, and then we was hanging out. He tried to say something in Spanish to people, and I said, "Oh, okay, I know what you're saying." And I said, and they said, "That's exactly what I said. How come they didn't understand me?" I said, "Because number one, that is not exactly what you said. Number two, I understand where you're coming from because you're coming from English to Spanish. They don't speak English, so they're not coming from English to Spanish to try to make the puzzle pieces fit together and understand. But that's not exactly what you said." And Google Translate, yeah, Google Translate, YouTube probably gonna try to shut me down after they'll be bad mouthing their services like that. One of them using a translator, a good translation. Okay, so me estás mamando el gallo. That means you joking around with me. See that? That's exactly what it means, me estás mamando el gallo. You joking around with me? You kidding with me? Let me see if I can put that all together in a phrase, if they block it or not. Mamando el gallo. And it's not vulgar, by the way. Oh, that one got through. Me estás mamando el gallo. See? Not vulgar at all. It's not vulgar at all. You kidding me? Estás mamando el gallo? You kidding with me? But for some reason, YouTube said it was. Without the English translation, they said it was seemed like spam. Wow. Okay, well, that's all the time we have for today. I want to thank you for your participation and your questions. If you didn't catch it on the live, catch it on the rewind. Rebobina, rewind. Let's see. A couple more comments. I know a lot of words in Spanish, and I think that helped, but I definitely discouraged a lot of people from talking to me when I went to Colombia. You would discourage a lot of people from talking to you. Yeah, Google Translate is, like you said, yes. Take it easy. Use SpanishDict.com. SpanishDict.com. Let me send it to you one more time. That's one of the better translators. That's not going to give you exactly what you need. That's better than Google Translate. Okay, so that's all my time. I appreciate spending this hour with you. I appreciate you spending this hour with me. And remember, conectando culturas a través del lenguaje, creando solidaridad.